Hi everybody. I'm going to discuss constructor. What is constructor? What are the characteristic of constructor? And example. Subject is C++. What is constructor? Constructor is a special member function whose name is same as class name, and it is called automatically when the object is created. Let us consider the characteristic of constructor. What are the characteristic of constructor? These are the all points. First point is the constructor is a special member function of the class. It is a special member from the function of the class. Why it is called special? Because its name is same as class name. The name of the constructor is same as class name. This is the second point. Name of the constructor is same as class name. Third one is constructor is used to initialize the object of the class. Constructor is declared in the public. Constructor is declared in the public because constructor is called automatically when the object is created. That's why we need an public area declaration. Next point is constructor is called automatically. And the last one is when we do not create any constructor, C++ compiler generate a default constructor. When we do not create any constructor, C++ compiler generates a default constructor. Consider the example how constructor operates. So from the discussion, we have learned that constructor is a special member function whose name is same as class name, and it is used to initialize the object of the class. May overload different kind of constructor by passing different parameters. Such constructor is called overloaded constructor. So this is the concept of constructor. Why constructor is very important? Because it is used to initialize the object of the class. So let us consider the example. Now the example has include IOStream is the header file for C++ using a namespace standard. This is the namespace of C++, namespace std, and the class. Suppose the name of the class is addition. Name of the class is addition, and the private member of the class are suppose integer a, b, and c. Suppose these are the three integer variable declared in the private area. Now, in the public section, suppose the name of the there is a default constructor. Name of this class is addition. The constructor is same as class name, so addition, and initialize as a equal to suppose 10 and b equal to 20. So this is the default constructor. Default constructor. There is no argument and is default constructor. Now suppose another constructor is there. I'm writing here addition, and this is the another constructor which can take parameter. Suppose x and y are two arguments, integer x and integer y. X is used to copy a and y is used to copy into the b data type. Now this is known as parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor. This is known as parameterized constructor. So these are the two constructor. One is default argument constructor which has no arguments, and another is parameter. Two parameters, both are integer type, used to transfer data to the a and b variable. Now there is a function, suppose void calculation. This is not special because its name is different than the class name. Constructor name is same as class name. That's why it is called special. Constructor is always declared in the public section. This is a very important point. It is declared in the public. Why it is declared in the public? Because main can access from the public. Now this is the calculation area where we can calculate the addition of two numbers. C is the variable, or a c equal to a plus b. The result is stored. Now this is C out. Slash and the result of addition is C. This is the end of the class. This is the end of the class. Class is the logical structure where we can define data member and function member. Or we have to declare data member in the private area where the data is hidden from the outside world, and the public where the data can be accessed from the main. So this is the encapsulation concept. The class is the concept through which we can we can store data members and function member in a single unit, that is the class. Class is also known as abstract data type. So this is a logical structure through which through which we can place private and public. These are the access specifier, private access specifier, and public access specifier. Generally, private member consists of data members, and public generally it consists of function member or methods. This is the concept of class. Another class, this is the end of the class is indicated by this semicolon. This is the end of the class. Now we have to create the main through which we can call the members of the class. Int main. Int main. After the closing of this class, we have to write int main. This is the main part of the program. Now in main, we have to create the object first. Here the class is created. The name of the class is addition, and the object name is suppose A1. Is the no argument object. That's why this constructor will be activated. And when we create A2, this is another object. Object is the variable of the class. Object is the runtime entity of the class. When class is created, we can create many objects. These are the objects. Suppose these are the parameters. Suppose 5 and 6 are the parameter given to the object to initialize. 5 and 6. 5 is initialized to 5 is transferred to x. 6 is transferred to y. This x is again transferred to a and b. A data member of the object is initialized through these parameters. Now a1 dot calculation. When we call calculation, this normal function, construct is special and it is called automatically. When a1 is created, the member is automatically initialized. When a2 is created, it transferred from the parameters 5 and 6 to the corresponding constructor. That is parametric constructor. Now when we activate a1 dot calculation, then we get the result of addition, that is c equal to a is equal to a plus b, that is a equal to 10 and b equal to 20. A plus 10 plus 20 added together and get the result c, that is the 30, and the result will shows that the result of addition is 30. Again, when you call a2 dot calculation, these are the two objects, then it will shows us the result of addition is 30 plus 6 equal to 11. In this way, we can perform the calculation of addition. We call to initialize the object member. How it is automatically called? Suppose when object is created, that is A1 is created. When A1 is created, so this is a suppose that the private area, this is the public area of the A1 object. Now, when the A1 is created, this constructor A addition A equal to 10 and B equal to 20 initialize this automatically, and A is transferred to 10 and B is transferred to 20. So A and 10 and 20 are initialized here to the help of constructor. Now, when another object is created, suppose another object is here A2, suppose A2 is created. Now, this is the suppose private, this is the A2 area, and this is the private area, and this is the public area. Main can access this public area. When you transfer 5 and 6 from the main outside world, 5 is transferred to x, that is 5 is transferred to x, 6 is transferred to y, this 5 is transferred to again a, that is 5 is transferred to a equal to 5, and b equal to 6. So it is initialized to 5 and 6. When we activate the calculation function, this calculation function, when we activate this calculation function, then it will take a 10 and b 20, 10 and 20 added together, and we get the result of 30. When we activate a2 dot calculation, this is the a2 object. When we can activate a2 dot calculation, this is a private member a2 dot calculation, then it will produce 5 plus 6 equal to 11. In this way, constructor is used to initialize the data member of that object. Thank you very much for watching this video.